Hey my gorgeous Tauruses, so in a wacky world I will bring in the wacky balance. So this week I decided that the first card is going to be an animal card. Don't know why, I just woke up this morning like rawr. So you have the hawk. Gemini, I've just done Gemini and Gemini got the crow, so there may be a bird theme, we shall see as I go through. We've got spirituality with the hawk. So we've got fly above and beyond your day-to-day thoughts to observe them from a bird's eye view. Quieting the mind and detaching from your thought patterns puts you in a better position to take in messages from your spirit guides. So sometimes we've got to detach from our thoughts, especially if they are anxiety-driven, fear-driven. In this wacky world, I can understand why people's heads are all over in fear and feeling, I wanted to say disdainment then. I don't know why. If it resonates, it resonates. But yeah, there is a massive fear vibration, and whether that be safety, security, financially, there is that energy, and sometimes we've got to detach from that in order to get some kind of clarity on the situation. So I do feel like this week, Taurus, it's a week to ground yourself with the hawk energy, especially spirituality, because if you are grounded, then you can enjoy that kind of airy fairy moment where you allow things to just come, rather than we do kind of fabricate things, don't we? My head is, I've got 7 placements in Taurus. I'm a Gemini sun, but I've got 7 placements in Taurus. I will plant the seed in my head and it will have like a million different scenarios to that one seed. I feel like that is a Gemini and Taurus mix, but with the earth energy, we've got to be careful because we don't want to manifest that crap. So I'm using the Lilith Designs, the Yin Yang Oracle this week because I just feel it. I'm feeling the vibe. So let's see what we've got. Main energy. So you may have air in your chart. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. We do have the Ace of Swords there, but again, look at the card. She's defragmenting the mind. She's allowing it to fall away. All those things in those all different boxes in the mind, she's allowing them to fall away. And that is exactly what the hawk is asking you to do. Clear some space. So I do feel like you are going to receive guidance, clarity over certain situations, especially if you are in an indecisive energy, Taurus. You may have strong Libra, Gemini, Aquarius placements. Always check your sun, moon, rising and your Venus signs, my little babies. What's crossing that energy is, the challenge is reunion. I kind of feel like this is a sense of, do I go back or do I not? This is so weird because this came out as to why things are happening with Gemini. So you may have strong Gemini placements, but it's soul ties, it's reunions, but that's the challenging energy. So, have you come away from a member of your soul tribe, your soul family, someone who you thought was a soulmate, that type of thing? I feel like they're asking you to clear the mind so that they can give you the answers in that scenario. So why is this coming around now? Action. We've got Jupiter, the planet of luck. So we've got taking action, having the courage to take the action is going to bring about new beginnings. Taurus, I feel like you are actually stepping away. Maybe in certain scenarios, you've gone back repeatedly. You've done a reunion repeatedly, whether it be a family member, again, a work scenario, friends, that type of energy. And I feel like because that's in the challenging position. So I feel, why is it happening now? It's in order for you to have that courage, in order to take that action to start a new beginning. They're showing you something quite clear. So let's have a look in the recent past. Yeah, you freed yourself from a certain situation. Stay free, Taurus. Stay free. We've got that past. Look, the past is bringing lack and suffering. It wasn't a nice time. You know, it wasn't a nice experience, but you've learned from that experience, and the cards are asking you to use that experience and, you know, take the wisdom and use it wisely, because you've freed yourself from that, especially physically. You know, you may not have freed yourself mentally, but we've got freedom. We've got a leap of faith. We've got Uranus there, and we've got new opportunities. Freedom from the past is going to bring around new opportunities for you, Taurus. You know, look at the difference in energy from the dark to the light there. So you may have been definitely going through the dark night of the soul. At present, yeah, this week is focusing on your stability, your harmony, your flow, you know, working on your body, your grounding techniques. It may be a week where you take up exercise, even exercise in the mind, doing brain training, you know, those types of games and stuff like that, because you're concentrating, you're working your mind, you're working your body. So it's definitely a week of kind of staying in that harmonious energy. I kind of want to say don't make rash decisions, especially when it's involving the past. As we go forward, yeah, I feel like the energy, we've got regret and repression. So you're arguing with yourself this week. It's like, am I going to regret that decision? It's repressing you. It's holding you down. The only person that can get you out of this, because you've got that opportunity there to free yourself from your past. You have got the opportunity this week to free yourself from your past with no regrets. You've got to stop guilt tripping yourself, or come away from people who are guilt tripping you, Taurus, by choosing yourself. Your power this week is to stop limiting yourself, especially by fear. You know, it's like Spirit saying, come on, you know, I want to bring you outside. I want to show you new horizons. I want to show you new things. Your power this week is do something where you were once feeling limited. If you have not been physically active, get up in the morning. You know, that tomorrow morning is Monday. Get up and think, I'm going to change something about my day. You know, it takes 21 days to break a cycle, but they say it takes 90 days to keep it broken. And I feel like this week is breaking a cycle for you, Taurus. The outside influence is nurture and compassion. You deserve nurture and compassion. And I feel like Spirit are those that are going to be giving you that nurture and that compassion this week. So it could be a week where you kind of keep yourself to yourself, Taurus, but you've got a lot of love around you. You've got the loving energy from the universe for yourself, you know, choosing yourself, being in that self-love vibration, meditating, maybe doing, you know, self-love meditations, that type of thing. It's about focusing on yourself, because Spirit's hope for you, we've got rebirth. We've got a rebirth coming in. I feel like this was stemmed in the winter months, you know, like kind of like November, December, January last year, this year. The seed was sown for that, but it's kind of all falling into place right now. Yeah, your outcome is being able to see out of the dark now. You're doing the shadow work this week, but rather than digging into the past and traumas and stuff like that, you've got to come out of that guilt. You've got to stop hurting yourself, Taurus. It is time. You are doing shadow work, and this week is definitely a week of light. Spirit are asking you to allow the light in to help you gain that freedom from the past. Definitely a strong week for my Tauruses. I love you lots and lots and lots and lots. See you next week. Bye.